All right, this is the last video of 9.1. We're going to do a word problem writing a recursive formula. So you have a credit card and you forget to make your payment on a 1,000 dirham balance. The company charges 14.5% interest and 50 dirham penalty for not paying. If you do not pay for 4 months, how much would you owe the company? So we're going to write a recursive formula. So the first thing we need is what is A1 going to be? Because remember, with recursive, we have to use the previous term to find the next term. So we have to know what A1 is at the beginning. So A1 is just going to be our initial balance, right? At the beginning, the first month before we've had a chance to make any interest, we're going to have 1,000 dirham. So that's going to be our first one. So then our formula, we need to figure out what AN is, and we know that it's going to have something to do with the previous one. We have to use the previous one to find the next one. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. Well, if I wanted to just find what the next months would be, right, I would take 1,000, I would multiply that by my percentage to find my interest, and then I would add the original amount on. So I would get the interest plus the original amount. That would give me my new balance plus 50, right? Because I have to add that 50 dirham penalty fee. So I can simplify this down, right, to 1,000 times 0.145 plus 1 plus 50. So that's 1,000 times 1.145. And this might be looking a little bit familiar. You might be saying, that's kind of like what we were doing when we did exponential, except for we never had this extra thing that we're adding out here. So it is kind of like an exponential, except for with an added, little added part. So it's kind of the same format, the same logic behind the 1 plus the interest. Plus the interest rate. So if you think about that, you can think about why this would be 1 plus. That's the same as when we were doing exponential functions. All right, so this was my original amount. So I'm going to say, okay, this was my previous term. So this is the previous term times 1 plus the interest rate plus 50. So previous term times 1.145 plus 50. All right. So that means that I can now find my series, right? I can plug in the previous term to find the next term, and I can find as many terms as I need to figure out what my payment is as the months go by. I can see, okay, this is how much I owe, and then so plugging in 1,000, figure out how much I owe, then plug in that number, figure out how much I owe, plug in that number. So that's, again, how recursive formulas work. You always have to take the previous term and plug it in to get the next one. All right, so hopefully that helps, and I will see you guys in the next video.